to a great night that we have ahead of you in kickboxing action. I'm Chris Cruz, along with expert analyst Frank Thibodeau. And Frank, tonight, that world bantamweight title match, Danny Melendez, a young fighter you know very well.
Danny has been with me since he first started back 7 years ago in Maine, and now he's with Peter Murphy here in Manchester, New Hampshire. And he's ready for this. He's been working for the last 6 weeks with some boxers out of Lowell, Massachusetts, and some kickboxers out of Murphy's Club, and he's ready.
Also ready is a young kid by the name of Dana Rosenblatt. He's only 19, Frank, and he's making his pro debut. We have heard great things about him, but he's going up against an experienced pro with 7 bouts under his belt.
Well, Dana is a fighter from New England who's having trouble getting bouts, getting anybody to fight him here in New England, so he decided to go pro after an amateur record of 13 wins and 2 losses.
All right, we'll be back with those 2 matches as well as some amateur bouts. So don't go away. The world bantamweight title is on the line this hour. His feet, on their feet for this kid in the red, white, and blue. Chris Cruz and Frank Thibodeau here at ringside. This is what we've been waiting for. The main event of the night. The world bantamweight title is on the line. The North American bantamweight champion is Teddy Padilla. Padilla is 15-4-0, as you'll be hearing from our announcer Mark Foley in just a minute. Danny Melendez, the world featherweight champ. They're both at about 122, 123 pounds, with the weight limit for the world bantamweight title, the bantamweight division, being 124 pounds. Chris Cruz and Frank Thibodeau here at ringside for this special 12-round event. It is for the world bantamweight title. As the hush falls over the crowd and we are getting ready from the cornermen to the participants here tonight.
I think Melendez has the advantage as far as experience goes for world title fights. He's fought for the world title 3 times. Won 1, lost 1, and drew 1. He is currently the world featherweight champion. He dropped down in weight for this one. The bantamweight, vacant ISK bantamweight title opportunity. So he's ready. He's ready to put two world title belts under his belt in 2 separate weight divisions.
Danny has just got excellent power. He's about 5'5", 27 years old, 123 pounds.
Both fighters pound or 2 underneath the bantamweight limit of 124, although that weigh-in was last night. I'm sure that both fighters are up probably around 128, 130 right now. Which makes, as far as I'm concerned, that's a great way of doing it, because as long as both fighters make weight, they're both even at a given point in time close to the fight. Both guys can go back, they can eat, they can drink a lot of fluids, and get their strength back, and then make for a much better fight.
Danny has really incorporated a number of spinning moves into his repertoire. He's especially strong with his spinning side kick and his very fast spinning back fist. Excellent boxing skills, as we have noted in his previous matches, Frank.
Yeah, he originally was a conventional boxer. He switched over probably about 7 years ago. And he brings all that ring experience with him.
And this is scheduled for 12 rounds, 3 minutes apiece.
Teddy's nickname, as you see on his cornerman Toby's jacket, is a tornado. So I expect him to come out fast and furious, although I don't know if he can match the power of Melendez.
Melendez looks like he's almost in a trance. That's very unblinking look there. He's not backing up at all from Padilla. All right. This is what we've been building up to. A great deal of anticipation here, and here we go for this world title match. You're looking at well-seasoned pros here. They're both strong, young, aerobically conditioned men in their 20s. Melendez so fast.
Both guys want to establish dominance in the first round. See if they can get the other guy to back up.
Melendez with a flurry, and Padilla as well. Melendez really is taking control here, but Padilla is not backing up in the least. A real look of determination on the faces of both fighters. They're not intimidated by one another at all.
He is throwing a nice lead round-out kick, but it's caught mostly by the elbow of Melendez.
Frank, a lot of flurries of kicks and blows here, but nothing doing a real lot of damage at this point anyway.
Nice up and over by Melendez, finishing with a nice left hook and a good chopping right.
The corner of Padilla saying it's now time to relax and kick. And Padilla...
minimum kick for trying it in.
This is literally non-stop action. I don't think there's been a half second that's gone by without at least one kick or a punch or something being thrown. They both... Oh! Melendez was caught, it looked like, right in the bridge of the nose by Padilla's elbow. Yeah.
Ray Olivier both wanting both fighters.
The referee saw that.
I think both guys need to get one round underneath their belt before they settle down.
We started off with a tremendous flurry.
Oh, yeah.
There we look at Melendez. It looks like Frankie hasn't broken a sweat at all.
No, he looks quite confident there.
Although you
listen to his instructor, Peter Murphy, Monty Fair, and Steve Dementia. Good corner to have behind you. Toby Padilla's, of course, Teddy's trainer, talking to him, smiling, saying, just relax, keep your hands up, and stick with it.
Teddy Padilla is the North American Bantamweight champion. He wants to move up to become the world Bantamweight champion. What have we got for scoring so far, Frank, from you on that?
I definitely have the limit winning that first round. He was the more effective fighter by landing a lot more combinations and finishing off with a lot of left hook.
All right. Melendez leading, but just barely. And we're seconds in now to the second round of this scheduled 12-round World Bantamweight title match. The third title match for Melendez, the third world title match for Melendez, the first world title match for Teddy Padilla. An uppercut there for Melendez.
That's a big mistake for Padilla to back up against the ropes because Melendez is vicious off when he gets a guy pinned on the ropes or in the corner. He's not going to... He's got a relentless body attack.
It's almost a trademark for Melendez. Look at that tremendous amateur boxing and pro boxing background there, showing now on Melendez, but he's not afraid to kick as well.
Padilla better get some kicks here. He's pretty short. There we go.
Melendez is just so strong and so fast. He looks to be gaining the upper hand clearly now on Padilla in this, the second round of a scheduled 12-round World Bantamweight title match. Melendez is relentless.
Oh, Melendez is really coming on strong. He's not going to give him anything. Any break at all.
Whoa!
Oh, nice spinning back fist by Padilla.
I think that stung and surprised Melendez. I don't know that it did any damage, though.
I think he's okay. Oh, it's a nice shot. Oh, nice body shot underneath.
Melendez really very much in control. He's not flailing away at all. Connects there with a solid left uppercut. Melendez is all over this guy, Padilla.
Padilla's making a big mistake of backing out. He wanted to take it to Melendez, but he didn't anticipate how strong he would be.
All right, we're going to stay with the action now, fans. We're not going to take a break, so stay with us. This is the end of round 2. Going into round 3 now, the scheduled 12-rounder. And it looks like you're going to have to score that for Danny Melendez again, Frank.
Yeah, he was the much more effective puncher in that. in that previous round. Landed a lot of body shots, a lot of good combinations.
Melendez, 27 years old. He's 5'5", weighed in last night at 123. He's been in contact karate about 7 years, been boxing since he was 15 years old.
Yep.
Record of 14-5-1.
I get a feeling that he's going to keep on coming stronger.
Frank, we had heard reports that he had incorporated so many spinning moves into his repertoire to kind of broaden his horizons and not just be known as a former boxer who's now a kickboxer. It's clear he's an all-around kickboxer at this point.
He's sticking with his basics, though. He's not spinning too much yet. He's going to want to probably get a little looser before he does that. But he's digging those body shots in underneath. Padilla's taking some good shots. He's coming back with a few of his own.
And Padilla looks to be taking control at this point, but Melendez, as you indicated, just loves to back his opponent up into the ropes, and when he does, he is relentless.
Melendez has a look of disdain on his face.
He's stinging Padilla left and right. And Padilla, I think he knows, has got to move Melendez away from the rope.
Hand by Melendez there.
Melendez is really manhandling Padilla, but don't count this kid out yet.
Padilla's fighting back. I mean, he's going to be there.
Teddy Padilla, as we have mentioned, is the North American Bantamweight champion.
That was back in May, and I don't think he's had any fights since then. So he might be a little bit more rusty than Melendez, who fought on August 10th up in Maine. And Padilla goes down.
Well, Frank, I thought that was a slip. Apparently not, though. We're in round 3.
That was a knockdown, but I couldn't tell where it came from.
And that blasé look of Padilla has been replaced by a look of concern. Melendez is back in the neutral corner, but just barely.
He's got fire at the top. He's got a look on him like he's won it already. Padilla looks like he's in trouble, but he's going to come back out.
Whoa. Melendez. That was a slip.
Oh, no. He called it off. Third round knockout.
Right above us, the corner of Tony Padilla. They're furious. Melendez is extremely happy.
There was a little look of confusion in the corner. They thought that last knockdown was a slip, but the referee, Ray Oliviero, comes over and tells them, no, that's it. I think it would have been just a matter of time anyway.
Well, Melendez gave the crowd what they wanted. He is now the world bantamweight champion, and that's got to be a great feeling, Frank, to be a world champion.
It's his second world title, and he's happy, I'll tell you. He's worked awful hard for this. His trainer, Peter Murphy, has been working with him steady for 6 weeks trying to get him ready for this fight.
This is the glory, but we don't
fight.
This fight. We don't see all the hard work
that goes into becoming a champion, but believe me, both Teddy Padilla and Danny Melendez put a lot of hours to come to this point in time.
We don't see the sacrifice, the tremendous sacrifice in terms of diet, in terms of exercise, and just spending time in the ring when you'd like to be spending time out dancing or out with your friends. That doesn't happen very often now.
You may do a little dancing tonight, though.
I don't think anybody would begrudge Danny Melendez that. Frank, your personal association with Danny Melendez, no secret. You're certainly got to be happy yourself.
Oh, sure. I respect Teddy Padilla. I respect all the fighters in this sport. But, you know, I'm obviously happy that Danny won.
And Teddy has got to be disappointed, obviously. He was knocked out in the third round. He did.
At a time of 157 in the third round, the winner